Hello and welcome to Panther News. I'm your host, Turner Vaughn. As for weather this week, expect lots of rain for Monday with a high of 54 and a low of 42. Tuesday, expect the heavens to open back up with a sunny day with a high of 69 and a low of 52. Wednesday, expect hurricane winds as Hurricane Bolin makes its way across the tri-state with a high of 45 and a low of 35. This past Wednesday, chapel services were taken over by the gospel choir. The choir sang Hallelujah and Break Every Chain. The director, Tracy McGee, led the service with a fantastic message. Sean Toms will resume services next week. Speaking of chapel services, Worship in the Grove had a wonderful turnout this year despite the pandemic. Worship in the Grove is a worship service hosted on the front line of Kentucky Wesleyan College that includes 15 different churches coming together to celebrate and worship God. Owensburg Burger Week started April 22nd and will run until April 30th. The event includes 24 locally owned restaurants selling one of their own burgers for $6, including tax. This event is also giving people a chance to try burgers from places that don't traditionally sell burgers. My personal favorite so far is the Kentucky Bourbon Barbecue Burger from Wonder Whip. As the COVID-19 pandemic has affected movie theaters all across the nation, as well as big movie franchises, some movie studios are trying to deliver a movie theater experience. Warner Brothers Studio made a deal with HBO Max to release movies the same day as they go out into theaters. The movies added to HBO Max are free to people with the HBO Max subscriptions and are available for a month since release. Wonder Woman 1984, starring Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, and Pedro Pascal, was the first of this hybrid release and lost a total of $100 million at the box office. There has been no word yet on how the studio will make up for such a great loss. Numbers for the new hit show WandaVision have skyrocketed to the top of the charts. According to Forbes.com, WandaVision has been viewed around 6.5 million times. The show decided to go with a week-to-week schedule episode release on their streaming service, Disney+, whose main competitor, Netflix, typically drops an entire season that day. The reason behind the week-to-week release schedule is so that talk for WandaVision would not stop for several weeks. WandaVision is the first of Marvel Studios' TV series to follow the main continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. New episodes release weekly every Friday at 2 a.m. Central Time, only on the Disney Plus streaming service. The activity hall has been taken over by the theater department. That's right, the Kentucky Wesleyan College theater department is putting on Guys and Dolls in the activity hall. Guys and Dolls is a story that follows crapshooter Nathan Detroit as he bets gambler Sky Masterson that he cannot take a doll on a trip. See Ticketmaster for more ticket information. Let's give you the update on all things sports. In basketball, the Rydell vs. Jackson game had a stellar play by Alex Hamilton. The play was actually featured on ESPN the following weekend. Hamilton plans to go to Washington State for college as he has been offered a full ride. The game went to Jackson while Rydell had a terrible upset. In golf, Harry DeHorst, transfer student from Brooklyn, dominates, hitting just below par for every hole. Warner Huntington III is off his game as he has yet to make anything not 3 above par. That's unfortunate. In swimming, Eric Prince has completed a 400-meter race in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, a new record with no doubt that his girlfriend Ariel helped him achieve. In baseball, Freddie Benson strikes out by longtime enemy Lawrence Jameson. Benson recently returned home from the Beaumont-Sumer Jackals as he missed his home team, the Rolling Rubrics. In bowling, Seymour Krelborn has been having incredible luck, scoring 3 250 games in a row. Krelborn is now under investigation as officials believe he is using the illegal steroid the Audrey 2. The Audrey 2 plant is an illegal drug found in random parts of Skid Row and is very dangerous to anyone who uses the steroid. The Audrey 2 steroid has been the downfall to several great players such as Oren Scrivello and Gravis Mushnick. There is no word yet on if they will return or not. In powerlifting, Jean Valjean takes home the gold as he lifts a new record of 430 pounds. Valjean's enemy of Javert had a terrible upset as he only made it to 200 pounds. Javert swore in front of thousands to seek revenge, and officials are now considering whether or not to fire him for misconduct. In croquet, Heather Chandler has a terrible upset as Veronica Sawyer takes home the win. Sawyer's new coach, James Dean, is currently under close watch as there has been rumors flying about that he is having an affair with his new prodigy player. Heather McNamara and Heather Duke are just behind Sawyer, shooting just 2 above Sawyer. And finally in football, star quarterbacks for Westerberg High School, Kurt Kelly and Ram Sweeney, both get full ride scholarships to Heaven's Gate University. The scholarship was made to congratulate the bravery that the two young men endured by coming out as gay lovers. The two have struggled with their sexuality for quite some time now. The two will play for Heaven's Gate University's team. This has been your sports update with Panther News. I'm your host, Turner Vaughn. We will be back shortly after a few words from our sponsors.
J. Jonah Jameson here from the Daily Bugle. I'm not sure how many of you have yet to have seen The Wall-Crawling Menace, but whatever the case. The fact is I need pictures of Spider-Man, and I need them yesterday. We can talk monetary fees, but the main thing is I need pictures of Spider-Man. He's a menace, I tell you, a menace!
For more information, call 1-800-867-5309. That's 1-800-867-5309.
Picture this. You're at a steakhouse and the waiter just started walking in with your big, juicy steak. The waiter trips and your steak plummets to the ground. You get up in a mad fury and start wrecking the place because you were so excited to eat that steak. Your outburst wouldn't have happened if you were on Gamma X by Dr. Banner. Gamma X helps release tension built up from stress and anxiety. Ask your doctor about Gamma X today.
Ever feel like there's no end in sight? Like something is going on for too long? Like a final that should have ended like 2 minutes ago, but didn't? Well, you are not alone. At Endless Gags, we ensure that our audience always wishes that the bit was over 3 minutes ago. Our number one priority is to kill a joke so hard that our audience is itching to leave. Endless Gags, where the final is actually over.